Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, in my opinion, is a pretty good one that I think you guys will enjoy. It's about school. Not so much school itself, but a teacher in specific, and a student that I used to be friends with. Now, this story time all takes place in my last year of high school. And at the time, life was going pretty good. There wasn't really anything out of the ordinary happening. Just, normal school stuff, normal life stuff, doing YouTube on the side, things like that. And then one day, I walk into school, and I go to my locker, and my friend comes up to me. Now, this friend, let's give him a name. Let's call him Tom, okay? Tom walks up to me, and he asked me if I have these notes for some tests we were taking that day. And me being unresponsible and lazy, I was like, dude, I haven't studied at all. I don't have any notes for you. I'm sorry. He's like, all good, man. What you been up to? I was like, not much, man. Same old, same old. How about you? He's like, not much, man. Now, Tom was a good guy. He'd been my friend for a long time. We weren't that close, to be honest. We kind of only hung out inside of school, but when I was hanging out with him, he was always a really nice guy, and he was always super peaceful and calm. He was never angry, never overreacting about anything. He was always a super chill dude. But for some reason on this morning, he seemed a little irritable. I could tell by the way he was talking. He just seemed really annoyed about something, and it seemed like he was trying to make conversation with me to get his mind off something. So I asked him, I was like, hey man, are you okay? You seem a little bit annoyed about something. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just a little pissed off. My girlfriend broke up with me this morning. And to be honest, I just needed something to do. So I wanted to talk to you and take my mind off it. And I was like, shit, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. He's like, yeah, man, it does. 3 years down the drain. I was like, hey, man, you need anything at all? Hit me up. Anything. He's like, thanks, dude. So fast forward to later that day. We get to that class that we had the test in. And me and Tom were both in that same class at the same time. And he sat directly across from me. Not at the same table as me, but right in front of me. And this teacher that we had in this class was a major dickhead. This dude was just a grade A douchebag. Any chance he could get, he was just super mean and super evil. For example, one time there was this girl in the beginning of the year who missed an assignment because her dog died. I shit you not, her dog died, and she missed an assignment because she had to go put him down. And she came in the next morning and told our teacher that her dog died and she couldn't do the assignment because she was at the vet putting him down. And I shit you not, my teacher goes, it's a circle of life. Life goes on. You can't just miss your assignments over things. Dude, I wanted to stand up and punch this teacher in the face for her. But obviously I didn't because that'd be wrong. But she cussed him out and she got suspended over it. So, I guess they were even in that sense. Anyway, yeah, you guys get it. This teacher was a dickhead, right? So me and Tom are in class, and the teacher hands out the test, and everyone starts taking it quietly. And I'm just trying to do this test. I'm just basically circling A, B, C, D on every answer because I didn't know any of the answers. And Tom stands up and walks up to the front of the room and starts talking to our teacher. Now, I don't know what he was talking to him about. I was assuming he was just going to ask to go to the bathroom or something. And I can kind of hear what they're saying. And I hear my teacher go, no, Tom. And then Tom goes, why not? I have to go. And the teacher goes, I don't care, we're taking a test. You can hold it for 15 minutes. And then I realize, okay, Tom did ask to go to the bathroom, and the teacher said no. Now, I've always fucking hated when a teacher won't let someone go to the bathroom. How is it your choice to say when I can and when I can't go to the bathroom? I will shit on your floor, buddy. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I can hear them arguing, and Tom's trying to go to the bathroom, and the teacher's saying no. And they're kind of getting loud, their voices are getting raised, and everyone in the classroom kind of looks up at them, and they start to argue. Tom's like, you know what, fuck this class, I want to go to the bathroom whenever I want to go. You can't just tell me not to. I have to piss. Let me go to the bathroom. And the teacher goes, no, Tom, you can sit there for 15 minutes while everyone takes their test, and you can go when everyone's done. Stop being a baby. And then Tom's like, it's not going to take 15 minutes. It's going to be 30 at least. I can't hold it. I literally drank an entire Gatorade before class started. I have to go. And the teacher goes, stop lying, Tom. Go sit down. And Tom takes his hand and just wipes everything off the teacher's desk. All these books, his cup of pencils, a bunch of stuff off the desk. And it goes all over the floor and makes a super loud ass noise. And everyone looks up. And the teacher goes, what did you just do, Tom? Pick all this up right now. And Tom goes, go fuck yourself. I'm going to the bathroom now. And he turns around and starts walking out the door. And the teacher gets up out of his chair, runs over, and grabs Tom by the back of his shirt and pulls him back into the classroom. And Tom pushes the teacher a whole fucking 5 feet back. And everybody's watching this in disbelief because not only did the teacher just put his hands on Tom, Tom pushed him back in self-defense. So we're wondering what's going to happen next, because there's really only two options. Option number one, they both just kind of like, have a little bit of a standoff and then kind of like, go back to their desks and chill out, or it's going to turn into a full-blown fight. Now, everybody's watching, and they're just kind of standing off looking at each other after Tom pushed the teacher back. And then the teacher takes a step back, winds up his fist, and swings on Tom. Just starts punching at him. And naturally, in self-defense, Tom starts swinging back, and it turns into a full-blown fist fight between Tom and this teacher. And Tom was like the chillest dude I knew. I could never imagine him fighting, and this was the first ever time I was seeing him fight, and it was against my teacher. Now, I can't lie. Tom was kind of winning. He was kind of beating this teacher's ass. And as soon as they started fighting, everyone jumped up and crowded around them. And these two friends of mine, who were just as strong as Tom were, got involved and broke them up super fast. The fight between Tom and my teacher really only lasted about 5 seconds because it got broken up so fast. But in that 5 seconds, it felt like an eternity. Like, there was a lot of punches being thrown very fast, and they were all getting landed very quickly. So anyway, the fight gets broken up. They split them up pretty quick. And they are literally talking shit to each other while everyone's holding them back. And I'm just in disbelief. I'm like, okay, in the span of just like 30 seconds, I've seen my friend try to leave the room to go and take a piss. And I saw my teacher grab him by the collar of his shirt and yank him back. And then my friend pushed him. And then the teacher just full-blown swung on him. And then it turned into this. Wow. So a couple minutes later, 2 security guards come to the classroom because one of the students ran upstairs to the main office while the fight was happening and told security that there was a fight going on between a student and a teacher. And the security escorted my friend out of the room, my friend Tom. And as he was getting brought out of the room, my teacher was yelling, "Expel that little fuck! Expel him!" And I was just in disbelief. I'm like, damn. So anyway, a couple minutes later, another security guard comes down and takes our teacher out of the room. And I was like, what the hell? And then another security guard comes down to the room and babysits us, basically, because we had no teacher, for the rest of class. So later that day, after school ended, Tom hits me up on the phone. He calls me. And I was like, yo, are you good? Like, what happened today? He's like, yeah, man, I just got pushed over the edge and I overreacted. I was like, nah, man, honestly, I think I understand your reaction. I mean, if a teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom and then grabbed me by the collar of my shirt and yanked me back like that and, like, choked you, basically, I think I would have the same reaction. He's like, yeah, man, like, honestly, he swung on me first at the end of the day. I was like, yeah, I get it. So anyway, me and Tom start talking, and he tells me that the teacher got brought up to the main office as well, and they placed the teacher on leave. He basically got suspended, and he never came back for the rest of that year. I didn't hear anything else about him after that day, but he never came back. So I'm assuming his leave turned into him getting fired because he assaulted a student. I mean, yeah, definitely probably in the right to fire him. So, yeah, that's the story time of how my friend and my teacher just full-blown fought in the middle of class. To be honest, after seeing Tom fight like that, he could be a fucking professional boxer. I mean, honestly, I might get him on the next YouTubers, TikTokers card if I can. I mean, shit. But nah, for real, Tom was definitely putting the work in. Anyway, that's pretty much that. Moral of this story is, don't assault people in any degree, whether it's a student or a teacher. Don't do that. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.